Hey, my friend, Drew Canoli. Welcome to a Mindset Monday Facebook Live. Who's up at this time? I know it's bright and early, whether you're on the East Coast, you're just waking up in California, or anywhere in the world. Let me know where you're from. Leave a comment below. And if somebody can do me a favor, put my Instagram handle at Drew Canoli in the comments below. Write it in for me real quick so I can see you guys. Tell me where you're from. Somebody please write my Instagram handle in there, and let's get this show on the road. Who's up at this time? Linda, what's going on? Jane from Turkey. If you guys can see me, let me know too. I know it's a little dark in here, but we should be good. I've been up working on my morning ritual. Every morning I have this ritual that I do, and I want to share that with you. I want to show you some daily positive things that you can do to dramatically impact and enhance your life in the next 5 to 10 minutes here before I head off to the gym. So do me a favor. This is going to be more of a workshop-oriented Mindset Monday. Grab a pen, grab a piece of paper. I'm going to ask you to write some stuff down, and we're going to take action on those things today so that we can move forward and advance where we are. Ernest, Carlos, Ziba from London, what is going on? Good to see y'all here. I am so excited for 2017. We're rolling into the new year. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I declare now that you're going to have more abundance than you've had in your life, not only in a financial resource way, but also in your relationships and who you be, right? Because it's not you're going to attract that perfect person, it's you're going to become that perfect person. Your way of being is going to shift in 2017. Far too many people are looking for the right person instead of being the right person. So we're going to get there, right? We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. And that's very key for the purpose of this as well. So somebody do me a favor. Tony, if you're here, Ziba, Angie, somebody write my Instagram handle at Drew Canoli below. Give me some thumbs up too so I can see who's here and some hearts, and we'll get on with today's message. This morning, I know it's early, everybody. If you're sitting in front of your computer, shake it off, take a couple deep breaths. There we go. Get that energy going. I just did my morning ritual a little bit ago. So this is pretty cool. This is something I've been doing every day without fail for the past 6-7 years. And it's my daily mindset rituals, I would say, to increase what we're able to create in our life. And if you can commit 30 minutes every single day, this will dramatically transform your life. It'll shift some things for you. Within 3 months, you will literally feel like a new person. You will literally have more energy. You'll have more mental clarity on what you really want to create in your life. But all of those thoughts around the negativity that's in the news, the thoughts that you have about yourself, the self-limiting beliefs that you've picked up from your parents, from your past, everything else, is this track that's playing. So I'm going to show you how to create a new track here. Tabitha Hittle, thank you for posting that. Follow me on Instagram, you guys. I just pinned that Drew Canoli link. You guys can go there and check that out as well. So what is your mindset development strategy? If you're not positively sure what it is, we're going to develop one today. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about mine. For 30 minutes to 1 hour every single day, I'm inundating myself with positive videos on YouTube. I'm listening to audiobooks on Audible. I'm talking to a mentor or a coach or someone who floods my consciousness with positivity. So that's number one. Write that down. You must develop a strategy every single day. 30 minutes to 1 hour. Dedicate to it. April, you're here. Write this down, right? Andrea, I start my day praying, she says. Yeah, praying, positivity, but also reading, right? Number 2 is reading 10 to 15 pages every single day. You are now reading something positive in 2017. You can commit to it. Write I in the comments below. I want to see who's committed to this. 2017, you're committed to reading 10 to 15 pages every single day of something positive, something that's going to move you along your path of creation. Write an I. Lexi's committed to it. Thanks, Lexi. April's committed to it. Very nice. So that's number 2. So number 1 was develop that mindset, positive strategy every single day. You're waking up, you're listening to YouTube videos that are positive, you're turning off CNN, constant negative news, you're getting rid of those self-imposed limitations. You see, people, we need a track in the back of our minds that's playing louder than the track that's in the front of our minds, that's clouded by all this negative stuff that's all over the place. Big thumbs up if you understand number 1. Number 2 is read 10 to 15 pages of positive information every single day. Works like, Think and Grow Rich, Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. You got Brené Brown's books, which are really good. There's tons of positive books that are actually out there. I wrote a book called Identity. I don't know if it's on Amazon. I pulled it off last year, but that's helpful. Any type of transformational work that'll put you in the right mindset. Yeah. EPS said the Bible, absolutely. So, number 3 is we must upgrade our relationships. They say you are the average of your 5 best friends. They actually did a study here on obesity, and obesity rates go up 40 to 100% greater when you are associating yourselves with somebody else that's obese. Isn't that crazy? So somebody that weighs more weight is much more likely to be obese if their friends are all heavy as well. So I'm not saying you to eliminate everybody based on that, but that's interesting. Now take that, if that's the obese version of it, take that into your financial life. Take that into your relational life. You're the average of your 5 best friends, birds of a feather flock together. So rising up, you committing to having friends that have healthier choices in their life, that are committed to their end vision and are not living in a victim story, that are actually making effort every single day and you're helping each other through that accountability process, I think that's huge. So it's staggering how many people I see that are they're absolutely broke, and then I talk to them about their friends and all their friends don't have any money either. So it's making choices. It's getting rid of the relationships that are not serving you. Not only financially, but emotionally, right? The people that are emotionally broke. The people that are tearing each other down. They're not building each other up. You look at their friendships and they're all similar. So in 2017, what type of friends do you need to materialize in order to advance you along in your own human evolution? It is literally a mind virus. Les Brown talks about this. So who do you need to align with would be a question to ask, to learn from, and get a new group, right? Who can you count on at the end of the day to be in that friend state to you? So number 1 was mindset, 30 minutes to an hour every single day. Number 2 is read 10 to 15 pages of positive work. If you guys get it, big thumbs up, get some hearts flowing across. I want to see you. I don't know, maybe I dropped internet because I'm not seeing anything here. And then C is number 3 was look at your relationships, upgrade them. And how do you upgrade them the most effective way? Well, you got to upgrade yourself. It starts with you. When we point one finger, right, at somebody, we got 4 fingers pointing back at us. So don't point your fingers, just be that bigger, brighter, lighter version of who you are. I think that's super powerful. Andrea said that as well. Absolutely. So those are the 3 things we get to do. Now, number 4, this is absolutely vital. Grab a pen, grab a piece of paper. I want you to write this down. I've had this written down in my shower, actually, on a note card, 3x5 note card. What I want you to do is write down your primary goal for 2017, whatever it is, the biggest goal that you have. Can you guys do that? Your biggest goal that you have in 2017, whatever it is. It could be relationships, financial, emotional, maybe it's to get married. Whatever that goal is, write it down on a 3x5 card. And I want you to look at it 3 to 5 times a day. What we're doing is we're flooding our subconscious with possibility, right? Tammy said, upgrade your relationship. Yes. I like that. Maria, what is going on? Tasha Lee, biggest goal, got it. So you've written down your biggest goal on your note card. Now, every single day, what I want you to do is take 7 action steps towards that biggest goal. These could be micro action steps, very small steps that you're doing daily, right? So for me, in the past 6 months, this is just one of my goals, was to learn the guitar. And I had a coach come in every single day for 5 days a week. And it was a huge commitment, not only financially, but also of my time, all of these things. But what it did is align me to the ability to actually do that. So 7 things every single day that you can do towards hitting that number 1 goal. We talked about the law of attention on my personal Facebook last night. That's what this is. We are literally manufacturing attention. And when you manufacture attention, the rest of everything will go to work for you, right? Especially when you're in that positive state. By following the other 3 things, the mindset development strategy, 30 minutes to an hour every single day, you're reading 10 to 15 pages of something positive, you're looking at your relationships, you're upgrading them, you're bringing in new resources, new angels, new alignments, people that are actually going to help you do that. And then you have your goal, you're taking steps every single day towards it. And it could be 30, 60, 90-day timelines, but what do you need to do today? And if you need a coach, you need a coach. You can't see, right? You can't see inside the picture when you're in the frame. So having somebody that's able to look in the forest when they're standing outside of it, you're inside the forest, is absolutely vital. I've had coaches my whole entire life. Tiger Woods has a golf coach. Michael Jordan, basketball coach. All the greatest people of our time have coaches. So if you need a coach for whatever that goal is, maybe that's something that you get to do in 2017. But what type of thinking are you going to need to take it to the next level? Who do you need to be to have that goal aligned with your 2017? Karen said, I need a coach. How many coaches do you have? Lexi asked. I mean, good God. I think I have a coach in almost every area of my life. And if you don't have the financial resources, that's what I'm hearing from a few of you, like, oh, it must be nice to have the financial resources to have coaches. I would say 4 of those coaches are through trade. So some skill that you have, something that you're able to do for somebody else. It doesn't have to be money. You could trade somebody, right? So that's one way to work around the financial issue as well. Can't do it all. I need a coach, April said. Yep. So there's coaches everywhere. Absolutely. Especially on Facebook. You want a coach, go on Facebook, go through your newsfeed. You're about to find 10 coaches right there. So trade them, right? Reach out to them. I think the biggest thing for me in coaching somebody is when they truly desire it. Because to me, it's not about the money. It's about seeing somebody go for what they want and living a full life. Not dying with their music inside of them, like Wayne Dyer said. If somebody comes to me and I can tell they just have this song that they want to let out to the whole entire world, like that's exciting to me. And I'm not doing any coaching right now, actually. So I can't help you guys with coaching. But I will say having coaches is the greatest thing that you can do for yourself. EPS said, nice. Yeah, I'll be your coach on Facebook Live. I mean, let's coach it out, right? You got your 3 things. Everybody write that down. Let me know if you wrote it down. And also write down in the comments below what really resonated with you. What did you hear in this Mindset Facebook Live? How are you going to apply it in your life? What type of vision do you have for your life now with this number 1 goal? Was it inspiring to you? Let me see some of these comments. This is coaching us. It really is, Peter. Absolutely. April wrote it down. So the most important thing to do is when you wake up, start this. 30 minutes to an hour of positive. There you go. Lexi wrote it down for you guys. 1 hour develop mindset with the YouTube videos. Yeah, watching positive stuff. It's free. YouTube videos are complimentary online. Watch my Mindset Mondays. 2, 10 to 15 pages of a powerful book, right? Amazing, amazing work. 3 was actually look at your relationships, upgrade them. Start really thinking about your relationships. Where are they? Where would you like them to be in 2017? And then 7 action steps towards that goal every single day. So if you have your goal, write that in the comments below. What are you going to do in 2017? Yeah, upgrade your friends, right? That was a good one, said Emily. What are you doing to upgrade yourself with those friends as well? Right, I see a lot of people on New Year's, like, what are my friends doing? Well, they're all going out to drink and party and to bring in the new year that way. Well, I'm just going to do what they did. Instead, why don't you be the light for those friends and do something else, right? You're going to come over, we're going to set conscious intentions. We're going to meditate together. We're going to sing songs. We're going to dance, but it's going to be an intimate setting and we're not going to stay out till 3, whatever. I'm just using that as an example, you guys, because it was so recent. Yep, Tabitha said, surround yourself with people that you'd like to be like. Watching from Japan, what is up? All right. So powerful books, Anna, there's a whole myriad of powerful books. I'll tell you some of the most recent ones I'm looking at. I'll pull it up on my phone here. We read a book a week together at FitLife and Organifi, the whole entire team. We read a book a week together. I try to read 2-3 books a week. The Greatest Secret of All by Mark Allen, I read recently. That was good. Gabrielle Bernstein's book, The Universe Has Your Back. I think anything by Alison Armstrong, if you're looking for relationship stuff, ladies, she's really good. In Sync with the Opposite Sex was good. Celebrating Partnership. I studied relationships a lot in 2016, so I'm going to continue to do that. I think that as an entrepreneur, somebody who's type A personality, who's constantly driven, it's important to nourish that side of my life too. Sometimes I forget about the relationship side. So I'm focusing on that continued focus. I got Awaken the Giant Within, Tony Robbins. This was an old book I read like 10 years ago. I have it again. Think and Grow Rich. If you're into business, Scaling Up, anything by Vern Harnish is good. I read a lot of quantum physics type stuff too. A lot of subconscious reprogramming stuff. Your Invisible Power by Genevieve Bernard was really good. Acres of Diamonds by Russell Conwell. These are all short books. These are all 30 to 45 minutes. You listen to it and you're like, oh, wow. Like Acres of Diamonds. There's diamonds everywhere. It's just being open to it. So what you're doing is you're programming your mind every single day by doing the 30 minutes to 45 minutes of work, or an hour. Sometimes we need longer, right? They say if you don't have 5 minutes to meditate, meditate longer. That's this thing too. When you flood your consciousness with positive stuff. So those are some books that I have in my Audible. From Brazil, Anna, what's up? Brent Boatman, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you guys here. So let's take some questions now. We've gone through the 3 things to do. We've written out our goal on that 3x5 card. This has been a great workshop so far. If you're feeling it, give this video a big thumbs up. If you've learned anything at all, let me know. And I'm gonna pull up some comments, some questions. I got time for 3, and then I'm gonna pick somebody to win some Organifi green juice, okay? Based on those questions. Paul, yeah, for 2017, I'm working on a post of my favorite books in 2016. So you'll get that soon. If you guys like that, big thumbs up. All right, so questions. Anybody got anything? Whoa, we were young. Here we go. Looking at Facebook Live. It's early, I know, but here's how we do it. How do you end toxic relationships, Karen asked. That's the biggest, that's a great question. You know, toxic relationships can sometimes be like that silent thing that you don't really know if they're toxic or not. So I think the biggest thing in ending a toxic relationship is to truly develop the intuition to know if you're in one. And how do you do that? Well, I think more time alone, more time in the silence, more time listening. Is this really serving me? Is this the type of relationship that I see myself in 1, 2, 3 years? If I want to have kids, is this person open to having kids? You know, and is that part of your relationship philosophy? So I think it's very important to get rid of the energy vampires in our lives. The people that aren't giving to you as much as you're giving to the world and you're showing up as. Absolutely, Karen. So maybe that's a Facebook Live that I'll do next, just on toxic relationships. That would be pretty fun. Maybe I can get my buddy Chris Lee on here. I know he talks about it. Chris Lee is an amazing coach. He's been helping me a lot in my business, in my life, in my relationships. And I'll bring him on my Facebook Live as well. How do you work at downgrading your fear, your apprehension, generally said? Paul, the fastest way to downgrade the fear in my life is to totally live in the present moment and to have gratitude for absolutely everything in your life. You're going to drown out the fear with this track called gratitude, appreciation, abundance, joy. And when you live in that place, everything else starts to shift. You're living outside yourself. Fear is a very woe is me kind of emotional state because you're thinking about yourself. And when you're in your fear, you can't be the biggest, brightest version of who you are. You can't be the hero. So to be the hero, you have to rise above that and really say, how can I impact somebody else's life? How can I change them? How can I focus out? Fear fades away. So face everything and recover is what Brent Boatman wrote. I like that one. Face everything and rise is another one. False evidence appearing real is another one for fear. That's an older one. So I think fear is normal. First, we have to face the biggest fear that we have as human beings, and that's death. So how do you face that fear? There's a lot of different ways to do it. Maybe that's another Facebook Live. I mean, I could talk about that for a day and a half. But yeah, Paul, good question. What are some steps to clean out the clutter in your life? Segunda said, cleaning out clutter. So where's the clutter? Is it in your house? That's where I would start. One of my first coaching sessions ever was with a mentor. And he said, all right, after this coaching session, I want you to go home. I want you to press. I want you to clean every single piece of clothing that you have. And I want you to organize your closet in color code. I want you to be able to pack, and if you were to leave on a trip, within 15 minutes, no matter where you're going in the world, you could pack that fast. So how you do one thing is how you do everything, Segunda, right? So if I go in my closet right now, I know that it's all organized, and that's a reflection of the rest of my life. If you look around my house, there's not really a lot of stuff sitting out anywhere. It's pretty much spotless 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And if it's not, then I know that that's something that I get to do. So starting physically, physical is what we can do as human beings. It's this material world. And by cleaning the space, you're cleaning your mind. Know that. So once you're in this place, then you can start to analyze those thoughts. What are those unclean thoughts? What are those unorganized thoughts? How do I get rid of them and delineate? And then you come into this place of being where all that just kind of fades away. You start living your life more organized. Emily, Andrea, what's up? Rosie, feel the fear and do it anyway. Absolutely. That's where the most growth is, right? Whatever you fear the most is probably your biggest calling. I remember when I was a little kid, I was like 7, and I was so afraid of public speaking, you guys. And I remember it clear as day. I was like literally about to give this little speech that I had prepared for the rest of my class. And here I am in front of the room, shaking. And all of a sudden I look out, and literally, not only did I pass out, I fell over because the anxiety, the fear was so great, public speaking when I was that young. I fell over, and at the same time, I peed my pants in front of the class. I had white pants on. So here I come up, and I'm like, what just happened? I'm this little kid, I'm 7 years old, I peed my pants in front of the class. The whole class is laughing, they're pointing, they're like, oh my God, like, look, you know how kids are. But I had this fear ingrained in me from the very beginning of speaking in public. And now, like, it's one of my superpowers. I'd say it's my greatest blessing, it's my greatest gift. And had I not leaned into my fear over and over and over and over relentlessly, that would not be so. I would not be here right now if it wasn't for that. So leaning into your fear is powerful. All right, what else we got? More comments. I'm going to pick somebody to win some Organifi green juice. Also, guys, if you want Organifi, click the link above this. We have our detox going on for the new year, where the FitLife team and I are doing this detox, starting it actually relatively soon. And what we're doing is we're giving 4 bottles of Organifi, 30-day supply, some Go, which is our 30-day stick packs. You can take them, travel anywhere. And then also a 90-day guide, a book, a coaching book that you can use to actually track and monitor your success as well. And that's all for like $200. Normal value is $457. Just click the link above this to get the detox guide. We're doing it as a community. We find that when we do things as a community together, people are much more likely to hit their goals. At the end of this thing, we're picking one person to fly out. My team doesn't know this yet. May does, but nobody else, to San Diego to hang out with us. We're going to bring them on Facebook Live. They're going to talk about their transformation. So make sure you're doing the 90-day plan with us so that you have the ability to do that as well. Karen, thank you so much. Yep, it's the 5 R's. We're detoxing, we're replenishing, we're restoring, and then we're rising at the end of it. We're going to repopulate that good gut bacteria as well. Brent Boatman, what's up, buddy? Good to see you here. Rosie Kearns, Tasha Lee, Monica Harris, Patty, hello, hello, hello. All right. So I'm going to pick somebody after this. If you left a comment asking a question that I'm going to use in the next Facebook Live, I'm going to do one tomorrow morning as well. So make sure you're getting the notifications for this. You check the little Facebook interest thing. It says follow me to actually get it. And I'm going to pick somebody that actually shares this too. So you have to leave a question below and share it. And I'm going to see who lines up, who's the biggest advocate of this type of information. And I'm going to pick one of those people on the next Facebook Live. I'm going to announce your name right before this. And we are going to transform the world together. That's what it's about. 2017 is all about that, my friends. I'm going to get some Organifi green juice, a little pre-workout before the gym. I'm getting ready to roll up. Here it is, Organifi juice. I ordered more maca too. I was taking maca and a little scoop of honey as my pre-workout first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. So that's been really, really helpful, you guys. I love it. All right. I love you all. What do we say? Remember, we're in this together. I think we should probably turn some tunes up too. Have a little dance party. What do you guys think? Let's see what's playing on my Sonos. Do you guys have Sonos? This is so good. Lori, I fear failing. Shannon said maca's awesome. Suzanne, what's up? Miss Berman, what is going on? Monica Harris. All right, we're in this together. Yeah. Stand up. It's over, guys. Jump around. Get that blood flowing. Here we go. Time to get hyped for the day. Shake it off. Act like a crazy person. Here we go. Loosen up. Got to get ready to move. Even if it's for 5 minutes, it's time to move. Do some air squats. Just like this. Come on. Step it up. All right, bring it in for a hug. Kiss too. Love you. Mwah. See you soon.